intern at Ravenscroft Schmierer.
And I'm Kelly, a legal intern here.
So nowadays, with technology becoming more popular when it comes to finance, the law industry, or basically any industry in general, we have a lot of different buzzwords such as fintech, regtech, legal tech, etc. But there's a lot of questions we may have, such as what could they mean, or are there any risks, problems, or complications that arise from it?
So today, our litigation partner Anna will be talking to us about partnership, technology, and also law. So I know you have experience on dealing with crypto assets cases, so can you give us some insights on technology in those cases?
Yeah, so I think you are also aware that Hong Kong being an international city, it attracts a lot of the investors. A lot of them come to Hong Kong to issue their own tokens and also to set up their own crypto exchange and even crypto funds. A few years back, we represent one of the largest crypto exchange in litigation here in Hong Kong, which involved a Bitcoin storage. We understand what cryptocurrency is because I think they expect that the legal practitioner should have some knowledge of their business and also crypto assets, because if you do not know what crypto asset is, then it will create a big trouble when you comes to the proof of evidence. Apart from the litigation, if we talk about like coin issuers, they would need legal services, is because under the current regulations, we have the SFC as the regulator in the market, and SFC, they regulate securities in the Hong Kong market. And you know that like Hong Kong has one of the biggest stock market in the world. Crypto, it can be considered as commodities or securities. It really depends on the nature and the use of the tokens. That's why if you are the coin issuers, then you need to be very careful about whether you need to have a license or not before you issue a coin in Hong Kong. And a lot of people may not know that, and they run into trouble with SFC to be exact. That's why we also advise a lot of the coin issuers in terms of whether they are tokens, securities, or commodities, and help them. If they are securities, then we help them to obtain the necessary license. Or if they are commodities, then we will also guide them through the process as not to step into the areas of securities in the future when they want to use the tokens for other use.
Right. Do you have any tips for the general public on how can they avoid scams, or if they fall into a scam, is there any action they can take?
I will encourage that to study the white paper more carefully.
What exactly is white paper?
White paper is more like a prospectus.
Oh, okay.
Like for new shares that you trade on the stock market, there will be a prospectus specifying the business of the companies and what kind of risk, foreseeable risk, they will, because the prospectus is actually regulated by the Hong Kong Exchange. So that's why you don't need to worry about whether it is a scam or not. And of course, if the company makes some misrepresentation, then you have the course of relief. That means that you can claim the listed company for misrepresentation. That is another thing, and you can make the complaint with the Hong Kong Exchange itself against the listed company as well. But for crypto, because it's still a relatively new market, and I think most of the coins are not regulated, so you don't really have the same protection like how you did in the stock market. It will give you some of the ideas of the technology, the backup technology of the tokens, and also some of the risk or like some of the assumption of those technology. So at least you will have some ideas about the token itself. And of course, just like how I said, maybe there's some misrepresentation in the white paper, then of course you can always take a legal action against the issuers for misrepresentation if you find out that any kind of statement in the white paper is wrong.
Right. Thank you so much, Anna, for your time. I think we both learned
Yeah,
so
we
much
learned so
about
much from it.
technology and the relation between engineering and law, how interconnected it is.
It's my pleasure. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.